Hola y bienvenidos a Hora de Cuento Bilingüe. Hello and welcome to Bilingual Storytime. I'm Andrea, yo soy Andrea, and today I have a great story about friendship to share with you. Y hoy tengo una historia para compartir con ustedes que se trata de la amistad. Have you ever had difficulty making a friend before? ¿Ustedes han tenido dificultades haciendo amigos una vez? Pues yo sí, I know I have. And this story is called Lusa la Pelusa. Lusa la Pelusa. And a pelusa is Lusa is a little fluff ball, as you can see here. The author is María Isabel Correa Velásquez. Lusa la Pelusa. Lusa era una pelusa muy presumida. Lusa was a fluff that was very smug. Cada mañana tardaba horas y horas desordenando cada hebra de su cabeza para que estuviera tan perfectamente despeinada como todos los días. Every morning she spent hours and hours messing up each hair on her head so they would all be perfectly uncombed, just like every other day. Lusa caminaba por la calle cantando. Mostraba a todos su obra de arte, moviendo con gracia su melena de un lado al otro. Lusa walked down the street singing. She showed everyone her work of art, shaking her head with grace from side to show off her beautiful mane. Lusa caminaba feliz, pero se dio cuenta de que a la gente no le gustaba su compañía y todos la evitaban. Lusa walked happily, but she realized that nobody liked her company and they all tried to avoid her. ¡Pooh! ¡Yuck! ¡Wow! La sujetaba con mucho cuidado y la devolvían en la calle con asco. They picked her up very carefully and they threw her into the street with disgust. Yuck! El viento la llevaba de aquí para allá. Cuando pasaba por el parque, todos levantaban sus piernas tan alto como podían para evitar tocarla. The wind carried her from here to there. When she passed through the park, everybody lifted up their legs very high so they could avoid having to touch her. Phew, phew, yuck! Phew, yuck, decía el panadero, said the baker. Phew, yuck, decía el carnicero, said the butcher. Phew, yuck, decía incluso el peluquero, even including the barber. Una mañana al despertar, Lusa se dio cuenta de que lo que más deseaba era tener un amigo al que le gustara la forma en que ella arreglaba su peinado. Quizás alguien que fuera como ella. One morning, upon waking, Lusa realized that what she wanted most was to have a friend that liked the way she wore her hair, maybe someone like her. Tomó sus binóculos y comenzó a buscar. She grabbed her binoculars and decided to search. ¿Ahí estás? Are you there? ¿Pa? Muy ilusionada, Lusa corrió a abrazar su nueva amiga. Very excited, Lusa ran to hug her new friend. La oveja la miró confundida y movió su trasero hasta hacerla caer en el pasto. The sheep looked at her very confused and moved her behind until she fell into the grass. Pero Lusa no se podía rendir tan rápido. Limpió sus binóculos y continuó con su búsqueda. But Lusa was not going to give up that easily. She cleaned her binoculars and continued on her search. Ahí estás. Are you there? Emocionada, Lusa corrió a abrazar su nuevo amigo. Excited, Lusa ran to hug her new friend. Wow! Ruff! Pero el perro, muy presumido, la miró con desprecio. Se sacudió el trasero con elegancia y Lusa cayó al harinero. But the dog, very snobby, looked at her with disgust, shook off her behind with elegance, and Lusa fell into the sandbox. Lusa se sacudió la harina, limpió sus binóculos y continuó buscando. No iba a rendirse tan rápidamente. Su búsqueda apenas había comenzado. Lo intentó una y otra vez, pero siempre terminaba en el suelo. Lusa brushed off the sand, she cleaned her binoculars, and she continued the search. She was not going to give up that easily. Her search had just started. So she tried once again and again, but every time she ended up on the floor. Lo intentó una vez más y she tried one more time and por fin, aquí estás. Finally, here you are. Muy emocionada, Lusa corrió a abrazarla. Era su alma gemela. Very excited, Lusa ran to hug her. It was her soulmate. Pero la esponja estaba tan desconsolada y triste por la cantidad de platos sucios que debía lavar que la miró con desprecio y la tiró al suelo. But the sponge was so upset and sad because of how many dirty dishes she had to wash that she looked at her meanly and threw her to the floor. Ahí, una escoba gigante la arrastró con fuerza. En un segundo, Lusa sintió que volaba como nunca antes lo había hecho. Then a very large broom got her, and in a second, Lusa felt like she was flying like she never had before. Dando vueltas, turning, y vueltas, and more turning. De repente, Lusa notó que aterrizaba en un lugar extraño. Abrió los ojos y vio un espejo enfrente de ella en el que por primera vez alguien la miraba y le sonría. All of a sudden, Lusa realized that she was in a very unfamiliar place. She opened her eyes and she saw a mirror in front of her. And for the first time, somebody was looking at her and smiling. En ese momento sintió que su búsqueda había terminado y comprendió que una verdadera amistad siempre comienza con una simple sonrisa. In this moment, she felt that her search was over, and she understood that a true friendship always started with one simple smile. And el fin, that's the end of this one. Although it does say something that I really like on the back of the book. Aquí atrás, la última parte del libro, dice algo que a mí me gustó mucho. Lo que es Lusa la Pelusa es un cuento para entender que todos tenemos nuestro lugar en el mundo, aunque a veces tengamos que buscarlo con tesón, superando las adversidades. Lusa es muy pequeña y muy grande a la vez. So it says here, Lusa la Pelusa is a story to understand that we all have our place in the world, although sometimes we have to look for it very tenaciously and to overcome obstacles to find it. Lusa is very small and very big at the same time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story today. Espero que todos les gustaron la historia de hoy y nos vemos para la próxima. Muchas gracias. Adiós.